Yo, I study is the fucking take them when they ain't looking.
Okay.
Hey, this is bullshit, man. It's something different every time. Certain chapters have something already set in place that they do every year. But being part of the community service committee, those were things that we talked about. What can we do specifically as Mother Chapter to raise funds? But a lot of times we've done, out of the pocket, type things, pass the hat, if somebody has a need or whatever, or we vote on it.
What's been that most memorable moment that really got you?
Memorable moment as far as being a son? That pulled my heartstrings? I honestly, I got to go back to. I have to go back to when I received my patch because I was pissed off. I mean, that pulled, yeah. I mean, because it was a journey, and I pulled, like I felt it here because I might have been perturbed, but at the same time, I stuck in there, and I was more or less proud of myself, and not understanding all the things out there that could have possibly either been against me or just not working in my favor. That the stick-to-itiveness. I was proud of myself, and once again, that they still consider me to become part of this organization. I don't take it lightly. I'm looking constantly to try to improve upon myself, learn more, try to separate myself from other, things that I know from other, organizations or what have you. Because this is a different breed. Yeah, you're just a different breed. Well, as you've already, spoken about with other folks, we're all alpha males. So that's like taking you and put you in the middle. Nah, but it's when you're dealing with a bunch of alpha males, it's being a former Marine, I'm kind of used to it. Depending on some others, not necessarily so. So I've learned, over time. I had to learn how to shut my mouth. I did have to learn that. I didn't think that would be hard, but it was because in the back of my mind, I know what I know because of my experiences. But then I had to relinquish that and step back and had to admit I am in a different arena. I might have had a taste of it, but this is the real arena. This is no shit, the MC community, and we live in it, and that is an awakening. And so if you're not gonna stay relevant, if you're not gonna stay versed on what's going on, you're cutting yourself short as an individual, and then potentially you can become a disadvantage to you. So it's always constantly learning, and listening. Even if it's some things you don't agree with, but being able to be big enough to say, what, let's talk about that, because I wasn't either understanding or how can we get past that so we can move on to the next thing.
What are the 3 items that you would not make before you
My drawers, toothbrush, and I got in my bag over there now, and tools, or as they say, protection.
Do you have anything that you do before you leave the house?
Yeah, I started listening to house music. I'm from Chi-Town, so I love house music. So house music. I mean, if you go on my playlist right now in my car or whatever, I'm listening to house music. Yeah, that's just I grew up on that. That's just I'm a music thing. I'm a music person. So I mean, outside of saying a prayer, we do pray up, or pray out before we leave on any trip and coming back or what have you. So that's part of what we do anyway. But personally, of course, just making sure the house is intact, everything good, and keep it moving.
And lastly, what's your greatest hope for being son for the motorcycle club?
My greatest hope
as you guys move forward?
as we move forward past, it's just to continue as we're doing and just improve upon what we already have in place. I mean, in a lot of situations we can get complacent. And I'm gonna speak specifically about my chapter because I know some people are just complacent, and so I'm trying to do things, to reignite that fire. Like they say, like when they got that patch. Once you get your patch, and your full patch, that don't mean the work stops. And that's when the work really begins. And so it's just just to try to reignite that fire and keep it moving. I'm just looking forward to being on the road more this year because I over the last year or two, if it wasn't an issue with my damn bike or whatever, I'm like, this is it blows.
Is it American?
No, it's not American, and that's already being talked about. It's not American, but at the same time, I'm doing what I can do within the length of my cable toe. But like I said before, once my son is in his last couple of months of law school, I know I got to give out money for that. But once that's done, I should be good. But I'm gonna wait probably till next year to step into the arena to get definitely something. I mean, I'm getting another one or got another one already. Just gotta go pick it up. But I feel that it can keep up. So I'm looking forward to that. Because once I'm on wheels, it's a different story. So I don't have no problem riding. I'm just I had a problem with what I was riding.
So you judge a man by his CCs?
CCs. What kind of CCs you got? CC, come here, CC. That's a crazy little question, but I know what you're saying. Basically, do I judge a man by his bike or? Well, first of all, you got to have a certain CC anyway to be in the club. All right, so if you come in with anything less than that, then you're not part of the club, part of the organization. So, not necessarily, no. I probably judge myself. I'm honest because I was the one that's probably was being judged. So I'm not looking to. I mean, if you get out on the road, you get out on the road. We riding. I mean, honestly, but like I said, part of the requirement, you got to have a certain CC anyway. So if you got that, you meet the requirement. Let's just ride. It should be never. I once again use myself. I got 1100 CC. That's not necessarily small, but it's small compared to what's the norm. But it can keep up, but at the same time, I think it's really getting past its time, mechanically or whatever. But I've broken down on the road, actually, really only once. And that was last year. But nonetheless, been in a couple of, dropping falls and stuff like that. But, pick it back. I can't say I can pick my bike back up and still ran, and was able to ride it back or what have you. So, but yeah, you hear different stories about different bikes, and you should because they're proud of what they have. I'm still proud. I'm proud of my bike. I ride it. I like the feeling that it gives me when I'm out here. And when it comes to time to ride in the pack, I'm just like I know my place. You see me there in the back. Oh yeah, so that's all good.
So you ride back in the house.
I ride in the back for one. So you can say I'll ride back in front of the irons, and then you have a tail gun. So that's typical. It has been typical anyway. That may change a little bit.
More to come.
More to come.
That's it.
So can I ask you some questions?
No.
No.
Your
Shit.
cup, whatever was in it, is gone. And I don't know what it is.
So do you wear thongs
You know what?
or full blown panties? Because America wants to know.
I was gonna ask that.
You could have still asked her. You can't get scared because he in the room. Out of respect to who?
Yeah.
Hey, Hat.
Yes, he's one of the founders. He's one of the-
Hold on. The problem is out of respect. Huh?
You know. Come on, don't do that.
No, because the temple is why I can be how I can be up in here.
He's a founder. You just said you had to deal with what?
I mean, you remember you asked about what's the word, alter egos and all that good stuff or whatever.
Yes.
I never thought I had an alter ego, but when I come in here, I can't be myself.
You do have a
Okay, whatever, but I can be myself. So you you at risk coming into this space. And you know what I'm saying? Any more questions? Are you done?
You finished.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, thank you all.
He's treating us before we get on the road.
Well, thank you all for this interview. It's interesting. More to come. Stay tuned. Peace.
Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for sons to ride together in unison. It is like the precious biker